Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back. This is my what stream?
To manifest eternity per the almighty
What
Shogun's
stream
will.
is it?
That is what I aspire to.
I've been live streamed twice. So this one will be probably a longer. I'm not restricted by time. Shit, Let's go turn that off. I got a little bit of a cold at the moment, but I should be all good. And I did a little bit of grinding off screen, where I think I was grinding a little bit too late, because I've somehow ended up leveling up Kujo Sara to basically 40. So I haven't even put any artifacts on her either. So it's possible that maybe I'm also a little tired. Yeah. Maybe I'll give her an exile set. So why not? Because I think, do I want to be more of a support? Because I've already got main DPS. So what's the exile? That's an exile circuit. There we go. That's more crit rate. Wait, yeah, I only have one of those. Huh. And I can use this. Anyway, not why not? I've given her quite good artifacts. So she wasn't too good. I was thinking without artifacts, but then again that's without artifacts, so obviously it wouldn't be that good, and plus I'm majorly underleveled. Well, 5 levels, 6. No. I should just be getting to the Kamisato place. I think my leveling already also when I started leveling up her bow, which is leveling up the Fwiend bow, making it to her, which was the original intention was so well because I have potential off a gun you have to prepare a weapon. What is that?
Strike! No turning back!
Oh, so they're making those.
Shudder!
Oh yeah, I leveled I didn't level
Eye for an eye.
because getting that cryo thing is a pain in the ass. For a while I'll be going like a full electro just to grind it. Actually, that's one benefit from what I did. Let's explore Inazuma. I think I want to use her just for the fake story purposes and or Aether, also because of story purposes. I don't know why. I just want to do that. But holy shit! What the?
The duty of a Tengu warrior is to watch over the mountains and forests, while that of the Kujo clan is to guard Inazuma. These two are of the same ilk.
What's on it?
There you are, eavesdropper. Let me amuse myself a little.
Yep. Actually, doesn't really work.
Terra smash!
I changed up everyone's skills a bit.
Don't blink over here. The more, the merrier. Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Beg for mercy. Racken touche. Eye for an eye.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Vengeance will be mine. Crush. Let us cross swords. Shudder. Incoming.
Don't blink.
No, I don't know if what the new build I gave her is actually good, but sometimes it seems more effective. So trying to go for more of an elemental damage rather than physical.
You give, you receive.
Hello, raccoon. Ah, shame there's something walking the way here. Could just been a nice little stroll. What are you doing then? flawless walking upstairs. Wait, is she taller? She's taller than Eula. She's now my tallest character. Like, holy, I was thinking, she looks tall. Like, she is a very big character. Like, holy moly. She's even taller than the soldiers. I don't think I've ever had a character who was taller than the soldiers, besides like Kaya.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda...
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss
Hold
Kamisato
up.
is delighted to finally meet you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome.
Yeah, I think I understand.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea.
Ah, yeah.
I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
Just here to eat, but
Oh,
rest.
See,
in
milady,
peace.
it's just
Yeah.
like I said. This will take us nowhere.
Jeez, Ava, can you die home with me, bruh?
no, please, wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to three whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps when...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster...
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Oh god, it just doesn't end. This is the quest of eternity. What was that? Is it actually just inside? Oh wait, that is Cap. Let me jump to stream, hold on. Oh yeah, it's...
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of us?
Precisely. It's much too the children not desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we...
Must be the guy I also told him.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the vision hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel...
Seems like he's a well...
Yes.
You must also be here to try and convince Tejima to... Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of... But now, all of a sudden, he says we will gladly apologize if...
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want...
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of true. But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness in...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover... As if you can... Oh! Maybe if you...
Oh, that reminds me. Last...
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more,
Perfect! So if we want to keep...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dried braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking... Dojima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some...
I feel like I could rebind elemental site somewhere. So what the hell? No.
To strike your foe takes unity between mind, arrow, and bow.
Can't. Oh, I got that working for a second. I don't. I feel like I could rebind the keys. Well, I genuinely can't, because if you had to keep adding, go all the way down to elemental.
To manifest eternity per the Almighty Shogun's will. That is what I aspire to.
Waiting.
Flash!
What the hell? Someone said that something just wants to work and something just doesn't. I'm genuinely holding my mouse key, like the mouse scroll wheel.
The duty of a Tengu warrior is to watch over the mountains and forests, while that of the Kujo clan is to guard Inazuma. These two are of the same ilk.
Somewhere that the soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima must be something pretty amazing. It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason Tejima came, but he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Maybe they did. Alright.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it.
Oh.
It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life, although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't, when I think about it like that? How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling.
I really hope this gets continued.
The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, that certainly explains this. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find
They're
the
guilting
next
us into
person.
this. The guilty I throw into this, or not guilty me, I was already
According to Miss
into this. That's
Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
I'll break it 1,000 primo gems for each one I complete. How about they just give me that, and then I'll just run some more errands for them. Get right and show you, just do that conversation there. Easy, easy profit. That's why she's so tall. Look at them shoes. Oh god, imagine how uncomfortable that would be. How the fuck is she running in those? Like, can you actually run in these? What the f...
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and... But why would they take action against one of their own?
Vision. Well, that's how they go with them.
Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's
What? We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
The end painted on clothes.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurs.
Jesus, he's tall.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If my own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree.
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling. Like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chased. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
He seems, but we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and we should be able to follow.
I really want that sword. That's a cool sword. I thought I'm going to cook some food now. Nice. This thing revives, so I'll make one. Actually, no. How many can I make? I'll make 2. Because I like pancakes. Other food. I need some matsuke. Ooh. I'm now proficient. Lots of jelly.
I've been to the outside world.
Oh. Don't need to fight them yet.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you.
You demand, Bob.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's...
The Soviets, we should be over here. That, oh, specifically that spot.
Try.
Storm the front!
Try.
Strike!
You're open. Try.
Okay, can we get him?
Flash!
Shit, I missed that.
You're open. Try. Try. Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found, I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on open. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now,
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here, but I...
yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. Miss, we better talk to this miss. As for you guys, you're free to...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, before I unload an arrow into your back.
Quiver!
love the particle effects on that. Oh, did it just keep flying?
Incoming! Hey! Don't blink!
I wish that her ability had a bit more to do with her, like, that she could like, actually teleport, or that she could do a little fly into the air. That is Kazuha's thing, so meh.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
Ah. Oh.
Or perhaps there's something. Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of our... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting... But why did he have to purchase a...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather...
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions, and if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price. At least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But...
Information is all. Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing.
At least we now know where... Let's go talk to Kurosawa. What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left, or it turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should... Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really... I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told, why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do... This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door.
Jeez, that's massive.
My father ended up catching me in the act. And what did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, with this sword...
Please make it that so that his
should.
blade looks unique.
Hey,
These are such interesting
if you look
stories.
carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now.
Somehow.
Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been
He
my
gets another
greatest
vision.
ambition
He gets
after all.
3. He just
What
gets.
use of virtue and justice? I purchased... The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately
Well,
trying
you
to
never
help
told them.
refused to under... And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be...
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
I cheated the system.
The essence of the Amenoma art is to have the patience to look mountains.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo-shi. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people...
Nanako, don't worry. Since those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the ex...
Hey there! Did some...
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciple?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo-Shisui art. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
Ah, I am back. Hopefully for a bit long. Hopefully for a while. Actually, was I going? Yes.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession.
There's only one character I can actually switch to now.
Time for some training?
Is this a great? Is this a
Ready for trial. I will lead us to victory.
I mean, well, look at that, perfectly balanced, Dave. Let's go. Nice. No, I should pick John.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result.
Wait, I got Chongyun here
Here's
as well.
hoping
So
Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Is that tame?
Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with...
Is that tamer?
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How did you catch up with me? Are you sure you're Dolmon's? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking?
That's outside.
Bad news? I'll have you know I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Dolmon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
That's a good idea, Paimon.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word—
Lady Yai?
Is the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exercise. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Why
Do
does
you
only,
mean to
why is
say
only
that
two?
Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure. After all, everyone who knows. Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or...
Oh, imagine if we could. Oh, imagine if they added something where you could, basically, where whole system, like, where you could learn basically you could learn different sword arts. So that way, it's not just the same exact attacks from Aether. It's like you can learn different sword techniques, like sword techniques from like the Kishin and the and like the Shogun. I think it'd be cool. Like you can learn like. Oh, that'd be so cool. I can just learn how to use. So this is already meant to be like a sure one never hit it. Damn, so many things about Inazuma. Fwiend is an exorcist, well, he's a monster exorcist, if I remember correctly. Therefore, I must bring him to a Inazuma exercise if I can give him this. Why do I even find the am I doing this? Why do I bring Yanfei along? It's just because I like Yanfei. Oops. Hello. 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 Hello, folks. Gong gong. Good fox. That's absolutely flawless walking upstairs. Something I have not seen in this game. What on earth? Oh, wait. No, it's looking good. Hasn't this is not so flawless. Also, if you've ever encountered these stairs in real life, they are worse than normal stairs. Cause it's like when you're walking upstairs, you're basically expecting it because like each step you're going up, but this one you have to, it's like constantly you have to walk forward a bit, then go up, walk forward a bit, then go up. But when you're just going up regular stairs, perfectly fine. Oh my god. I know this is. I've been here. Well, I've been to what this place is. I'm pretty sure that what this part of it's referencing, which is like the 1,000. Just the 10,000. There's something, and then there's like something about these kids.
Bad one? No, let me try again.
Wow.
Do you think that's Lady Eye? Oh, no wonder Junior was
Wait,
so
hold on. Isn't she a
excited.
character, or
She has a
maybe
really
she's becoming a
striking
character?
presence.
Maybe she's becoming a character.
Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she? It was probably.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Because he's...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Ai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions.
Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from?
I've been in the bedroom.
Did he follow us
That's a
the
joke,
whole way
that's a joke.
here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow. I can't know whether I will suffer. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before every...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually... Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
She's just been watching it.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit this is my promise.
Design.
And I humbly ask Onsai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Ooh. Oh god.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ah.
Ooh, Lady Yi seems to have taken a real interest
Please
in
give her that
you.
smug face again.
She seems super mysterious. I'm so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Returning to Aya. Wait, hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back to the train. Well, last way to teleport, by the way.
Archon, whenever you are troubled.
Incinerate!
And let's make wait, what is it? Party setup. We go back to the original party.
Speed of light.
Wow, it's the fox tree. Silent. Wow. Ah, so I just need an extra sigil.
Don't blink! Hey!
No, let me try again.
Stop saying that. Very quick, cranked up the, how complicated it was, but, oh my god. If it cranked up the difficulty to get these, Electro Oculus. Which is fair. God, I got so much to do after this quest. And then I'll probably have another quest not too long after. Because the amount of adventuring XP this has given me is utterly insane, is utterly ridiculous. completely forgot this was on Breath of the Wild where you could go mid-air and just in slow motion hit everything. Oh, is that the right Shogun's place? I'm speed.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Cutscene! Let's go! Oh. Good. Oh, lip flaps. Hello. Wait.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Okay.
As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Oh, why did you
and
stick
was
with her?
so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open
Friend
compared to how
request.
you are behind the screen.
Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the
Yo,
matter at
here's my
hand.
user ID.
You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Yes, but I still want to see Shogun.
You will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder
She
of our
is so
discussion
short.
pertains to matters of
Holy
a more
moly.
confidential nature,
Like,
perhaps
I
we
was like
can
half
move
the
to
size of
the
that, and then
Komura
say
Tea House?
something.
We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Kamisato Ayaka and Toma take you to Komori.
Well, here we are again.
Didn't I?
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Oh,
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline,
just ignore
our
Paimon.
forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. Of course, we have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one
because
wonder
if she
whether
is
they had a
Shogun, she
hand in
must
the
be right in
Shogun's
everything.
sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless,
Paimon.
in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Alright.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Alright.
What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
Well, that's the conflict.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identity, by no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family.
Oh, so that's where the quest
There,
ends?
you will find someone who can...
Or does it continue? It continues! It's a quest of fucking eternity. Jesus. This is genuine. This is my longest fucking quest. Like, holy shit. This is actually a quest of eternity. What the fuck? Jesus. What on earth? This is literally a quest of eternity. It doesn't end. It never ends. What the fuck is an ending to a freaking quest? I hope they just couldn't figure out where to end it, so they just kept adding more and more shit. I'm not complaining, but it's
you don't want
insane.
any trouble with me.
This is like a 3-hour quest. Like the rest have been all 2 hours, but this one's supposed
If
to
you
be like
think
8
your
hours.
elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've...
Can't you make an exception? I just got the...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold. Huh? There's someone on this way.
Oh yeah, okay. That's.
What's going on? Can't you see we need to...
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait. You do have a vision.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
all right. Here.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault. You're the one...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
I like making powerful friends with lots of money.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is
Honestly,
a good man.
why do they just have it hanging
it's too
out?
bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
That's stupid. Why would you have it hanging out? I don't know.
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. You know, besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area
Alright,
and found a way in.
alright, hold up. Can I call my friend John quickly? I'm just gonna get him to chuck down a mountain on it. That'd be hilarious But if Zhongli still had his notice,
Everyone's ready.
he just
Don't
made a
worry,
phone
Mr.
call saying,
Masakatsu.
"Yo,
We're on our
Zhongli,
way."
this coordinates," and the fucking mountain just he yeets the fucking mountain into a place. The Geocon seems so fucking broken. Jesus. Yes, shit.
Incoming.
Don't worry, Mesa. I'm just passing by. Just I don't know. Get a tracker. No pyro pod. Does it mean I need pyro? Nah. I don't think I need. I don't think I need pyro.
Now
I
that we're
think
inside,
because we can
Come
wait
on,
to use
this
Yobby,
way.
right?
As long I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little.
you sure?
Yes. You two. Quiver.
Shit.
Flash.
This character seems too suitable for this issue.
Quiver. Flash. Strike.
I must withdraw.
Hi.
Flash.
Talk about a big duel.
No, this song slaps.
Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Oh.
Show me what you've got.
Glory to the Shogun. Strike.
She's a very AoE character. I don't mind that. It was pretty good.
Flash!
Show me what you've got!
Strike! I'm at my limit.
Jesus. Hey.
Allow me. Strike first! Show me what you've got!
Oh, thank you all for gathering around. Please witness.
Terra Smash!
Show me
Don't
what
blink.
you've got!
With sword comes shadow. Incoming. Speed of light.
Crush!
I dare you!
I condemn you!
I've been bested.
Battle formation!
There.
Quiver!
Get them!
Jeez, you have a lot of health. Calm down, dude.
Incoming. Don't blink.
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
No problem.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Beg for mercy. Flood of frost. Rack and ruin.
I must withdraw.
Jeez. Hey there, boys.
Get them!
More speed. Shudder.
I dare you!
More speed.
Don't hold back!
Soldiers, quick!
Eye for an eye.
Nowhere to hide.
Strike first!
No turning back.
Dare you! Take this! Show me what you've got!
They're gaining the upper hand.
Get them!
Jesus, these guys are annoying. I'll get rid of this guy quickly.
I won't forget this.
Incoming. Cut to the chase.
Don't hold
Crush.
Hey!
Rack and
But-
ruin. More speed.
I need you. I dare you. Train harder.
Shudder.
I'll spare nothing.
I
I condemn you.
Telegraphed.
I've been bested.
Lucky dog.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
I don't even know what door you're talking about.
Teach me a lesson.
To the bitter
Shoulder.
end.
Oh!
I am defeated.
Dashed absolutely everything there.
Terra smash!
Crush.
Don't hold back.
Freeze to the core. Beg for
Allow
mercy.
me. Strike first.
Your
Rock and
ex.
ruin.
I'm afraid your vision expired.
I need to train harder. I've been bested.
Shut up. Speed of light.
Mind if I do?
Don't blink. Well met. Crush.
That little short power up you got isn't going to help you here.
Beg for mercy.
I'm vibing with this song though. I am vibing with this song.
Crush.
700 damage per like hit. Hoi. Hi sir, don't mind me.
Beg for mercy. Crush.
Well, toilet
Eye for an eye.
boom. Get deleted. There's this way.
Beg for mercy.
The weird
Shh! Quick! Hide!
it's a Shogun, but it ain't Raiden.
That must be...
Did you really think that little trick of yours locking you up?
Oh no! Those ten.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya?
I can't bear to walk.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
Hey, let's go!
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
That is not the way of the Shogun, you motherfuckers.
Who's that? That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
I'm unsure wouldn't want to get on her.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move. Well,
Yoimiya, are you sure now's
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks?
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this.
Oh god, no, stop talking! She...
Yoimiya, this is...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now...
Okay, if she's gone, that's a little concerning. Just in case. Oh, cutscene. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Is that you?
Ah, that's gonna be a cutscene.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose!
Ah, shit.
Oh.
You yeah, I mean, he is not questioning that this military general literally just disappeared, even though she didn't run off.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my... He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well...
Leave this.
Hey, she's a nice person. That guy kicked the girl's ass. Useless shits. She is such a cool character. I'm getting so much more respect. See this, the reason I'm not even looking at these characters, right? Because I knew I was going to like them. So I'm so happy I got Kujo-Sara because I'm really liking her character now.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally.
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary.
thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Yeah.
Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujo-Sara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Yes. Okay. Is that the Shogun's place? Is that... Or does the Shogun live somewhere else? Oh wait, shh. Fwiend Andy. Give me food. No, I can't get food. Oh. I like Kujosara is very fun to play because it's so fun doing burst damage. That was fun. Or AoE damage, I mean.
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
I don't think we should push our luck.
Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master
Is this the
Masakatsu,
end?
but our list of allies appears to be growing.
Is this the fucking end?
Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together?
Can I get free food from
Funny
it?
enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
Hot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together.
Oh, I think I've heard of this.
Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner... Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to...
Let's be Team Daredevil.
Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping
Random
up to
call.
be a hot pot to remember.
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
It was pretty good, I think.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm...
Oh my god.
I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Oh, I love
guess
I
I've
love
been
when
feeling
Aza
unlucky recently
has
and
like
wanted
that,
to get a
that
hot
has
pot's
that
blessing.
bra face.
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's hot pot...
Oh, brother.
Ah, good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the
Can I
Tenryou
get a full
Commission
heal after
truly
this?
is as
They should
busy
do
with
that.
preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our...
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Alright, I'll be sure to bring something that will actually kill you.
Seems we won't need to
Joking.
be visiting the
I like
Komori
Toma.
Tea
Toma's
House
cool.
for a while.
I like all the
Why
characters
don't
for
we
this
go
anymore.
explore some other places?
Yours was extremely well written. Holy shit, is it finally done? Oh my god, it is! By the ball. That is absolutely incredible. It's actually fucking done. Let's go to the quest line. Oh, complete other quest. Fuck. This thing gives me bigger gems, so I'll do this commission quickly. Oh my god, the fucking quest is over. Jesus. That is the longest quest I've ever done in my life.
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Oh my god, it's not done actually. It's never done.
Ayaka?
It's never ending.
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance.
Jesus.
But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
Not even Toma? Bruh. Is that why I've been getting videos on my recommend saying Aether seduces Yuka? Is that an actual thing that fucking happens in this story?
A few
That'd be
days ago,
fucking hilarious.
I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's...
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. Please keep everything I have told you in strict The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present and... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would know.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just
Wonderful. In fact,
oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all.
Thank you.
Oh my god, there's so much!
Shall we head
What the
outside?
fuck? Oh,
Textiles
pain!
and kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great.
Jesus, this guy's never... It's another fucking sorry quest. Holy shit. Jeez, so much. Alrighty, what else do I need? What else is there? Oh. So the adventurers go by. Like see the menu. Miso soup, let's go! Sorry, I love actual meat. I like them. I love miso soup so much. It is amazing. Give me all your recipes. I'll take some of them in. But exactly, I'd come by some omelette rice. Some of that. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Why do you make the same mistakes over and over again?
There's too many fucking quests to do. Jesus. Oh, where's you? Tengoku no image. Seems that might be after stream soon. Or now. So two characters must be divided into six teams. Each team must have a maximum of 2 characters, 2 Garyuats additionally. You cannot only switch between during this challenge. Wait, oh, that's all but us. Oh fuck. If one team stays on the field for too long, oh, that's cool. That's a very cool system. So, but for now, I'm just gonna go I have no clue how many people I've gotten. Oh, look at that! One more wish. I'll take that. Okay. 2 more wishes. My next stream, hopefully later on today, or some point will hopefully have something to. There's something to do with the rolling, and hopefully I can jump to it, or I'll just grant people jumps off stream. But thank you